The confirmed number of cases of the coronavirus in Los Angeles County comes to 168,757. The confirmed number of deaths reaches 4,300. Here in Torrance, the total number of confirmed cases is 928, with total confirmed deaths at 56. We anticipate those numbers to increase as the county updates its last 24-hour operating period. Welcome to COVID-19 Today. I'm Rhiannon Trutanich. It's 4 p.m. on Saturday, July 25th. The Los Angeles County Department of Public Health is experiencing some reporting delays. The most recent numbers by the county health officials confirmed 44 new deaths and 1,949 new cases of COVID-19. The lower number of cases are mainly due to lab result reporting delays in the state electronic lab system. Officials say the number of cases is expected to increase in the coming days once the data is available. The latest hospitalization data is also incomplete due to changes in reporting requirements from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. County health officials also warn businesses they're cracking down on violators with a new plan. They unveiled a tiered compliance plan that will include citations and fines for businesses that continue to violate health officer orders. Beginning next month, fines will be issued to non-compliant businesses that can range from $100 to $500 for the first offense. They can also face a 30-day permit suspension for multiple offenses. They will cite both businesses licensed and permitted by the department and those that are not. Current county orders require business owners to close indoor operations at many businesses and take immediate action to implement strategies that protect workers, customers, and their family. Once again, officials are reminding business owners and residents that they are the key piece in slowing down the spread of COVID-19. Avoid crowded places, confined spaces, and close contact with others not in your household. Everyone should always wear a face mask covering over your nose and mouth while maintaining 6 feet apart when out in public. California Governor Gavin Newsom is taking extra steps to slow the spread of COVID-19 by supporting essential workers in many ways. He announced a new plan to protect workers and employees through more outreach and education to reduce the risk of COVID-19 at work, home, and in the community. He also offered support to help agricultural workers to isolate and quarantine outside their home. The new program is called Housing for the Harvest. It will provide safe, temporary isolation spaces for agricultural and farm workers who test positive or who were exposed to the virus. The state will book hotel rooms in participating counties for workers who need to self-isolate for up to 14 days. The state plans to allocate existing federal funds to local public health departments and community-based organizations to assist with supportive services for isolation and quarantine. Newsom said officials will work off the state's public awareness campaign called Wear a Mask and Stop the Spread. The campaign will now expand to reaching employers, workers, and their families to inform them of ways they can break the cycle of spread and reduce their risk for COVID-19. Newsom says he is committed to working with legislatures and key stakeholders to expand critical protections like paid sick leave. The state also released a new employer playbook to guide businesses on how to provide a clean environment for workers and customers. The nation's leading infectious disease expert gave more insight on when we can expect a COVID-19 vaccine to be ready. In a special interview with the Washington Post political reporter Robert Costa, Fauci said a COVID-19 vaccine likely won't be available in the United States until several months into the next year. Fauci gave more information about the vaccine, saying there will be tens of millions of doses available beginning next year. Fauci also encouraged people to get vaccinated for influenza this year, as the pandemic will complicate flu season. More than 150 potential vaccines are being developed worldwide, according to the World Health Organization, with at least 25 already in human trials. International students who recently enrolled in a college or university in the United States are facing a tough hurdle. The United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement confirmed that its guidance granting visa flexibility to non-immigrant students only applies to those who were actively enrolled at the American institutions on March 9th. New or initial status students after that day will not be able to enter the country to enroll in the fall to pursue any studies that are 100% online. Most recently, there was backlash after officials initially declared that foreign students attending U.S. colleges would not be able to enter or remain in the country if their classes would be conducted entirely online in the fall. This decision was later rescinded. Officials from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention are offering new resources to help students get back into classrooms safely. CDC officials say they are prepared to work with K-12 schools to safely reopen while protecting the most vulnerable. The resources and tools support how to open schools safely by promoting behaviors that prevent spread, altering how a school and school day is structured, and outlining how to keep the school environment healthy through cleaning, proper ventilation, and other practices. Also, what steps to take when someone might be sick and to protect others. The CDC has detailed resources available online that help students, staff, and parents. CDC Director Dr. Robert R. Redfield said it's critically important for our public health to open schools this fall. The CDC also shared all the positive benefits from in-person learning. The Torrance Unified School District recently shared that from a recent survey, about 36% of families selected distance learning. Parents of elementary students in the blended learning model will be getting an email from their principal in regards to their preference for an AM or PM schedule for the future. And the CDC also updated the latest guidelines for isolation for people with symptoms. They're updating their guidelines for people with mild to moderate symptoms and say that they can come out of isolation after 10 days without symptoms. They also don't need a negative test to return to their normal life. Now, those who are severely sick beyond 10 days may have to isolate longer and should consult with their physician. The recommended 10 days is specifically for those who test positive for the coronavirus and have been asked to self-isolate. It does not apply to people who need to quarantine to keep from possibly spreading the virus. The incubation period for the virus is 14 days. The change comes after studies show that a large majority of COVID patients were no longer infectious after 10 days. A local hospital announced an update on their testing services. Torrance Memorial Medical Center will be only offering limited testing to patients with a Torrance Memorial physician order and a scheduled appointment. Officials say they strongly encourage all South Bay residents with potential COVID-19 symptoms who are interested in being tested to first contact their primary care physician about testing options. You can check out the latest and closest test sites. Head to covid19.lacounty.gov for that information. The Los Angeles County Department of Children and Family Services is calling on residents to assist in combating child abuse. Officials say since the pandemic started, the LA County's Child Protection Hotline has seen a sharp decline in calls by as much as 50%. They say with children home, the safety net of mandated reporters is not there, and they need everyone's help to keep children safe. Also, that some families near you may need extra support right now. Officials say signs of abuse or neglect, to name a few, include a child with unexplained burns, bites, scratches, bruises, broken bones, or black eyes. The child may look consistently dirty and lacks guardian supervision. The Child Protection Hotline is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can make a report anonymously, and anyone who makes a report is protected by law from civil or criminal liability. All DCFS offices are closed to the public at the moment. Officials say there is also a rumor that DCFS will remove children because of a coronavirus infection in the household, and that this is completely not true. Coronavirus alone is not a legitimate reason for DCFS intervention. The suspected child abuse hotline number is 1-800-540-4000. One big-name fast food chain will soon start requiring customers to wear face coverings at all of its locations. McDonald's officials say starting August 1st, all 14,000 of its locations will enforce face masks. Officials say while 82% of its restaurants already do require facial coverings for both employees and customers, they want to make sure everyone is protected. McDonald's says it will also have masks available for customers who may not have one when entering. Chipotle's face mask requirement went into effect yesterday. Thanks to the LA Opera, you will be able to listen to music from the comfort of your home. Today at 8 a.m., the LA Opera kicked off its marathon stream of Wagner's Ring, a 4-part, 15-hour cycle in one day. The schedule shows back-to-back audio streams of some of Wagner's Der Ring des Nibelungen greatest music. LA Opera officials say they perform his work observing its aesthetic influence and its centrality to the operatic repertoire. They plan to have special guests join throughout the day to kick off discussions. To watch the live stream, head to laopera.org. And locally, the Torrance Cultural Arts Foundation is bringing the art of magic into your home. Tickets are still on sale for tonight's 7 p.m. magic show by John Armstrong. He will put on an interactive 45-minute performance. Armstrong has won numerous awards, including Close-Up Magician of the Year. Executive Director of the Torrance Cultural Arts Foundation, Christian Wolf, sat down with Armstrong recently, and you can watch the interview on Toca's YouTube page to learn more about Armstrong's magic. And don't forget, the Torrance Cultural Arts Foundation is offering Arts to Go as well during the pandemic. If you are celebrating or just looking for some fun entertainment, you can choose from a diverse list of artists. Toca will send a performer to your home, place of work, or any other place you would like. For tickets, head to torrancearts.org. The Torrance Library is giving people another chance to solve a chilling mystery. Recently, the Torrance Library had its first ever Zoom murder mystery and is now allowing people to access it online to watch the recording to solve the mystery. You will follow the clues and see if you can figure out who done it in the presentation by Eric Howell Sharp of Sharpo Entertainment Productions. You can access the program now through August 15th. This is one of many ways the Torrance Libraries are offering free fun during this pandemic. Head to library.torranceca.gov for more information. Heading into the end of July, we want to hear what your summer plans are and how you plan to make it the best one yet. Whether it's a quiet night in or treating yourself to an al fresco style dinner, no matter how big or small your summer plans are, we want to see how you're capturing each summer moment. Share your summer fun story. Email us at covid19today@torranceca.gov. Well, before we go, at the end of each program, we like to share stories from our community, feel-good pictures, images, and videos that remind us of how resilient our community is and reflect how Torrance truly cares. The spread of kindness and caring for one another was seen once again in our city. Old Torrance Neighborhood Association members Steve Gray and Judy Johnson bought groceries for a Torrance family in need. They purchased food from a grocery list given to them with requested items. The family was referred to the association by the South Bay Children's Health Center. Old Torrance Neighborhood Association member Mike Hebson delivered the groceries to the family. What a tremendous effort by different partners in our community to come together to give back. We love hearing these kinds of stories and seeing photos that you've submitted. If you have a great one to share or just want to say hello, send us an email. We'd love to hear from you. That's our update for COVID-19 today. We hope you'll join us again tomorrow. Due to the extended council meeting this week, COVID-19 Today will broadcast at 4 p.m. on Sunday as Christine Lee brings you the latest updates. Be safe, stay healthy, and thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
For the sweaty faces and the hidden smiles, the foggy glasses and the sore ears, the determined looks and the muffled laughs. A simple piece of fabric makes a big statement. I care. Let's all do our part to slow the spread. Wear a mask. Learn more at covid19.ca.gov.
Working in the ER, I walked in and there was a patient that took one look at me and decided that she wanted a different nurse because I was Asian. I'm just trying to help people. I'm a nurse, not a virus. Fight the virus, fight the bias.
My fellow Californians, real important message. I need y'all to stay in the house for me, man. Real talk. I need everybody to stay in the house. I know it's hard, but we got to stay in the house so we can get this thing, under control. So please do me a favor and stay home and spread the word. Stay in the house. Do not go outside unless you have to. Please. The longer you stay outside, the longer we're going to be inside. I love y'all. This from Big Snoop Dogg. Peace.